Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. We have a quick fun little video here today. I'm going to teach you how to make anti-aging cream. I love this stuff. But first I want to do a shout out. I purchased some candles from Uriel Flames. I will share her link to her shop below. I got, oh, you're going to love this purple skull candle. It is purple. For some reason, none of my cameras will pick up purple. It always turns out blue, but this is purple. You know me. All of this is purple. It doesn't look like it. And then I got two of these gorgeous black candles, which, I'm going to use for banishing spells. I have a lot of people ask me to do banishing spells, so I need black candles. And she put in a whole bunch of other beautiful little goodies. I mean, it was just amazing. I opened that box. It smelled so good. So anyways, just want to do a shout out to Uriel Flames. Go check her out. She's on Etsy. Now, I know I said I was going to be in Quartzsite till April 15th, but right now I'm in the process of packing up because I'm leaving tomorrow morning. I have to go to the Phoenix area to have my truck fixed, so I thought, well, with the price of gas, I'm not coming 2 hours back to Quartzsite and then have to leave again in like 3 weeks. So what I'm doing is I'm packing up. I am going to camp in that area. I have a friend who's over there right now, so I'm going to visit her and have my truck fixed. And after that, I will be heading up to Seligman. So I will make adjustments on my Where's Gypsy Now page shortly. And the good news is it has been verified and confirmed. I will be vending every Saturday. I believe the hours are 10 to 4 at the Seligman Community Farmers Market, right on Route 66. It will be in the pizza joint parking lot, which is next to the KOA, right near my favorite place, Delgadillo's Snowcat. It's one of the most famous little restaurants on Route 66. So I will be on historic Route 66. Our grand opening is April 16th. And I believe we'll be there till October every Saturday. So that is what I'm going to be doing while up at Seligman. We're going to be planning our homestead. So all that exciting stuff is going to go on. I apologize. I do not have proper equipment to do stuff like this, camera-wise. Hopefully one day I will. So I'm going to have to try and wing it. I hope you'll be able to see what I'm doing as best as I can possibly make it. But anyways, I'd also like to mention all of my recipes. I did a lot of research, came across other people's recipes. I cannot remember who and where I got them from, and especially since I changed the recipe so much to suit what I like and my needs, that I wouldn't be able to find it if I can. But I can tell you, one of the places, this is one of the best sites ever if you want anything homemade, whether it's cosmetics, cleaning, whatever. This place is great. It's called DIYnatural.com. I'll put that link at the bottom. You can find anything you think you want to make homemade. You go there, you'll find it. I mean, it's amazing. So I'm going to share that link too. I may have gotten this from there and I adjusted it so much, I don't remember. But this is the one I've been using for years. So anyways, it's anti-aging cream. So what we're going to do is you are going to need olive oil, a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Let's see, 2 tablespoons coconut oil. Where's my beeswax? We need 2 tablespoons of beeswax. I like the little pellet ones, the ones you have to cut up. It's so much easier, especially when you only need 2 tablespoons to measure out. Where did I get this one from? This might be Mountain Rose. I'm not sure. Let's see. And this one's definitely Mountain Rose Herbs. 2 tablespoons, or 1 tablespoon of shea butter. Now, it does call for 1/2 teaspoon of vitamin E oil. I'm out. So I'm going to have to forego that right now, but that does call for that. And then I'll have this in a little bag. Essential oil, whatever your favorite is. Now, typically I use sage. Sage is great for skin healing, and so I put it in anti-aging because, well, if it's good for skin healing, it's great for like wrinkles and lines and stuff. But anyways, I'm out of that too, so I'm going to use my next one for this. This is my all-time favorite herb. We all know that. My family makes fun of me, but yes, lavender. Everything's lavender with me. So I'm going to use lavender today. And that, there's no prescribed amount. It's what you like. I usually put 15 to 20 drops in mine because I just love it. So anyways, I'm going to put you on hold a second, and we're going to go over to my teeny tiny kitchen area and see if I could set it up so you could see me making this. Yeah, 17-foot trailer, there's not much room. So anyway, stay tuned. The next segment, we're going to be putting it together. Okay, everyone, so you're going to want to use a double boiler or a small pan with a little bit of boiling water on the bottom and a bowl that fits on top. You place 2 tablespoons of coconut oil in it, 2 tablespoons of beeswax, and a half a teaspoon of vitamin E oil, and 1 tablespoon of shea butter. And you want to stir this with a metal spoon constantly until it is thoroughly melted and incorporated. So I'm going to stir this around until it's all melted. Everything's incorporated, including your beeswax. Okay, and this is going to take a few minutes. Oh, and by the way, right here I have sitting, this is, valerian root glycerite. One of these days I'd like to get around to showing you guys how to make a glycerite, and I am going to start working on tinctures, which we will do videos on, because we need to share this information. And as you guys all know, I'm very much into being self-sufficient and saving money, and especially these days we really have to save money. So that is why I am sharing this recipe. It does save money, and you're using natural ingredients, which is healthier. Now, when you first buy these ingredients, it's going to seem expensive, but if you pick one item to make homemade and you buy just the ingredients for that, okay, it's going to seem expensive. But the next item you choose to make, like say you decide you want to make your own lip balm, well, you already have much of the ingredients from this recipe for that. So you have your beeswax. What else do I put in my lip balm? I think I put cocoa butter in there. I can't remember. There is coconut oil in there, I know for sure. So you've got those 2 already. And it's the same with your essential oils. They can get expensive. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. But you stock up gradually. Decide what you're going to make the first time. Buy that, and you'll have plenty left over for the next thing you wish to make. And with everything you make, you're going to be spending less money on ingredients, and you'll have more ingredients. Pretty soon you'll be entirely stocked to make anything you would like. So anyways, this is melted and incorporated. Let me see if I can pick this up with my, gotta be very careful here. Okay. It's already melted and incorporated. Now at this point, most people usually put in their essential oil. I don't recommend that quite yet, because when you put your essential oil into something that's this hot, it's going to evaporate. You lose the aroma and the health benefits of the essential oil. So what I'm going to do is let it cool down until there is just a skin around the edges. And to me that indicates it's cooled down enough to add the essential oil and keep all the beautiful properties we need with that. So for right now, I'm going to go stick this in the refrigerator, and when it has that skin on it, we'll go back and we'll put the essential oil in, we'll mix it up, and put it in the container. So see you in a few minutes. Alright everyone, so usually when it's this hot outside, my refrigerator works much more slowly. But it tricked me today. It is working, well, better than it should be in this weather. So when I checked it, it was past the skin area around the edges. It's not quite solidified. I can still work with it. So I'm going to have to do this the hard way. But if you can keep better tabs on yours, and if it's not hot in your area, just leave it out on the counter until it gets that way. So anyways, this is the point where I add my essential oil. And I explained in the last segment why I wait until it's cooled down. So today I'm using lavender. I usually use sage, but wait a minute. It's my favorite herb. I just can't resist this. So you can put in as much or as little as you want. I typically do 15 to 20 since it's lavender. It's going to be 20. So I'm just going to, here's my little mixture. And then okay, it's 21, but that's okay. And for those of you who are professionals, you like to measure yours out by, like teaspoons or milliliters or whatever instead of drops. I understand. I don't feel the need to do that. And I'm not selling this. This is just for my own personal use, and I thought I would share the recipe with you. So anyways, oh my god, it smells so good. I just mix it up really well, and as I'm sitting here in the heat mixing it up, it is softening. Yeah, I'm impressed with my refrigerator. I guess there's nothing wrong with it. So, just mix this up real good. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see if there's any lumps. I don't think so. It's just too hot for that. Okay. Now, normally, when I just let it get the skin on it, it's still, on the liquidy side. So I just pour it into my jar, my little apothecary jar. And then I put it in the refrigerator and let it get solid before I, put it in the bathroom where I usually use it. Although, when it gets really hot, because these are all natural ingredients, in the winter I don't do this, but I don't worry about it. But now I have to start worrying about it. You'll want to keep things like this in the refrigerator because they will get rancid because you're using all natural oils and stuff like that. And it gets rancid, so keep it in the refrigerator in the summer. In the winter, you can keep it out if you live in a cold area. Okay, I think I got this pretty good, so I'm going to start filling this. When I don't let it be in the refrigerator too long, it just pours right in. There we go. I'm just going to pack it down in here. Now when I clean up, because you've got those oils and butters and stuff like that, my suggestion is to get paper towels and wipe out everything with paper towel because it'll absorb all the oil and stuff and the greasiness before you wash it out with soap and water. Okay, so that's what I always do because it gets messy, but that's the easiest way to do it is with paper towels. And if you're not a paper towel user, I would say, like I want to say terry cloth towel that that you would dry your dishes with or dry yourself off after a shower. Do that first before you do the soap and water thing because it's harder if you don't do that first. So anyways, just about done here. I want to make sure I get everything because my grandma, my abuelita, if you're making a cake or something, when you put the batter in, she looked in and you didn't have it all scraped out. What are you going to do? You can make another cake with that. Yeah. Alright. So anyways, I got to make sure I get it all because grandma's watching. I can feel it. I can. Yeah, anyways. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a tissue here because, here, let me smooth this down. I like to, just pack it down in there. Some's always going to get on your rim though. So, just to keep things neat, because when I put my lid on, it'll just goop all out. So I'm just going to get my excess off of here with a clean tissue. Some got on my hand, but that's okay. I'm going to rub it right in. Okay, so I've got it in here. I'm going to put my lid on, and I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator. Okay? And that's all there is to it. And I'm telling you, this stuff is better than any commercial brand. It works so good. I just love it. I do. You know, I live in the desert. I'm 7 years postmenopausal. Things are drying out. This stuff, man, it just keeps my skin nice and smooth. Give it a try, even for just the fun of it, and you might like it and want to make it all the time. It is fun making these things too. I consider this under the homesteading department. We need to start learning how to make all this kind of stuff by ourselves, because look what's happening with our supply chain and everything. People have been saying for years this is coming. I started doing this stuff 10 years ago, and I was hearing about it then. I wasn't so sure I believed at the time. I've always felt anything's possible, and that can happen. And although I knew it can happen, you know, I wasn't so sure at the time, but look at it now. And who knows where it's going to go from here on out, learning how to do this stuff yourself. Oh, and with the homesteading, pretty soon I will be back in a position where I can do canning and stuff. My forte is making jams and jelly. So when I'm able to do that, and there's berry harvest and stuff like that, we'll be doing videos on you know, making jams and jellies. I make my own homemade bread and stuff like that. So we're going to have all those kind of videos too. This is not just about woo-woo, magic, spirit realm, and it's not just about the problems in this world and how to fix it. It's also about being self-sufficient and doing all this fun stuff that, well, in my case, my grandparents used to do, and probably in most of your cases, your great-grandparents used to do. And maybe it's getting to the point it might be great-great-grandparents. I don't know. But we're going back in time, all right? So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that, because maybe or maybe not, the shit will hit the fan. It sure looks like it is to me. So these things are good to know. And when we start our garden and stuff like that this year, we're going to be doing it again. Only this time it's not going to be a mobile garden, because I'm going to be stationary, and we're going to have a good growing season. So I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.